What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about something I know you want to avoid, but you can't. It's self-promotion, and I know that's why you clicked on this video. So I know it's hard. I know you probably are like, I don't know what people are going to think. I don't want to know what people think. But here's the thing. Self-promotion is actually sexy. Let me explain in this video. What's up, guys? It's your girl, Ashlee Tate, and I'm super excited to talk to you about today's video because it's just a little bit of motivation and, encouragement for you to start learning how to put yourself out there. If you're new to my channel, I am a brand coach that helps creatives, change makers, small business owners get out there and increase their profit, purpose, and productivity so that they can design a life and business on purpose. So with that being said, let's jump in. So how the heck is self-promotion sexy, right? I know you're wondering, but here's the thing. Self-promotion is the art of really displaying your full level of confidence. Nobody is okay getting on camera and just like everything's perfect and whatever. It takes so many dang takes to get these videos, okay? I just want you to know that. And nobody's going live and it's seamless. It takes practice. Everything takes practice. And so lately in my coaching business and even outside of my coaching business, just with friends and family and things like that, I'm telling people you need to start sharing your message online. This place is wide open. And I know that there are so many people out there. I think there's like 55 million podcasts or something crazy. And then like 600 million or something YouTube channels. I'll post it on here when I do it. But basically, you guys, there is no reason that you should not be online. You should not be sharing your message online. And I just had this really long talk with one of my old interns, and I was just like, you have so much to share. I want you to start. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to self-promote without being icky. The first thing I want you to think about is people don't have to know that you're out there, because helping a stranger sometimes is easier than sharing with your family and friends. And I know I've been there. Sharing with your family and friends that you've started a YouTube channel or you've started a podcast or you've written a blog and you want people to read it. Now, I do think it is good to start there because I went a completely different route and I didn't say anything to anybody for probably like a year and a half. And I put my YouTube channel out there. And then I was like, I'm just gonna post these videos. I'm not even gonna like look at them or anything. And it worked out, but not really, because I wasn't paying attention to the algorithm. And I will have a video all about that, about how I killed my YouTube channel, because y'all, it's a mess. But anyway, that's for another day. So my point is that you can do this without anyone knowing that you're doing it, if that's how you need to start. And I just want to try to calm those fears about starting, because once you know, hey, I can produce a YouTube video and no one has to know that I posted it. I can do a podcast and I can start that without anyone really knowing that I started it. Or I can write a blog and let Google search find me, or the people who are looking for me find me, without people knowing that I actually started one. And that to me is the beauty of the internet and the beauty of the online space. When you are ready and you feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. I want to share it with the world that I've started this blog, I've started this whatever, YouTube, I've started a pod, whatever it is, whatever you start. And then you're ready to kind of send it out there and let people know. You will feel good and confident about it. But the thing I want you to understand is, think about it like this. If you knew that a friend was starting a YouTube channel, or you knew that a friend was starting a podcast, you might watch maybe like the first one, unless they keep sending them to you, and you might cheer them on, but then you don't think about it anymore. And you have to understand, everybody's thinking about themselves. Like, no one is that focused on anyone else and what they're doing. So it's like, unless you keep pumping it and putting it in front of them, there are so many other things out there to capture their attention. The next thing I want to talk about is the market being saturated. The market is not saturated. The internet is a worldwide, place where you can share all of your information and there is no money involved. Like, it's completely free, and you can be shared in Malaysia if you wanted to. You can be shared in, gosh, like Fiji, I don't know, wherever people are that you wouldn't be thinking about right now in the US, okay? You can share your information anywhere in the world. And the one thing I want you to understand when I'm talking to you about like why you should start sharing your message online is because you have something that you have gone through or that you are learning or that you are building or starting over or whatever it is. You have this and you can share it with someone, right? Like you could change someone's life by the things that you're learning and the things that you know. And when I say this, I'm actually thinking of like mental health. Like a lot of us are going through a journey of, helping ourselves get better with mental health. Like, I mean, that's a real deal right now. Like we all just came out of 2020, we all just came out of 2021. And maybe you're someone who wants to share your journey through therapy. You could really impact someone else's life. And if you just think about it from that perspective, like even 1 or 2 views that maybe could potentially change someone's life or give them an aha moment is worth it, right? And so all of the money that comes with it, or the money that might come from like your YouTube channel or from your podcast or from sponsorships or a blog or whatever it is, those are bonuses. But if you're really coming from a pure place and you want to help others, and you want to inspire others, then really all that matters is that you're reaching someone. And you have to understand there are videos out there with like craziness, okay? Like I can't even believe that it's actually happening, but there's craziness out there. And people watch it and people are liking it. So think about what you're going through and realize that you're not the only one going through that. And then you go create that for someone else. Help them see it's just a journey. That's really all it is. Like living and documenting what you're doing and talking about what you're doing online is really the name of the game. Like that is what it's truly all about. Like if you're into makeup, talk about makeup. Like share what you've learned. Like talk about the last product you tried. It doesn't matter if there's huge creators out there doing the same thing. Nobody's going to do it the way that you do it. So I want you to remember that. Just remember that. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, why did I start this video out saying self-promotion is sexy? It's because confidence is sexy, right? And you do need a level of confidence to put yourself out there and to start documenting your process. So confidence is huge. We have to have it. Whether your confidence is through the roof or it's way down here, we've all got a little bit of something. So whether you need to be away from the camera and you don't feel comfortable on the camera, there are lots of different ways for you to get your information out there. It could be a blog where you write and you share all of your biggest secrets and all of your things as a writer, and maybe you have a pen name that you use until you're ready to really show your face or show a little bit about you, and you use like pixel images, or I should say stock images. Pexels is actually a, what is it? An app. Yeah, Pexels is an app that you can use, and they'll give you stock images and you can use those. So you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. Like if that's not who you are and you're a little shy right now and that's not what you want to do, don't do it. You have options. If you like to speak and you want to show yourself, share your message speaking, and that's what's comfortable for you, do podcasting. That all is part of what is available to you. Like there are no barriers as to how you can share your message online. It's more about getting over that hurdle of sharing your message online and then actually doing it. So that's why in this video, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. Okay, I want you to just start and try. That's what I want you to do. Now let's say that you feel like you're not an expert in anything. You don't have anything to document in your life. You're not doing anything. You're so boring. Let's just say you feel that way. I don't think you're boring. But sometimes we think our little lives are boring. Like we're just raising kids and we're doing whatever. Document it. So document that, or here's another tip for you. Become a beginner of something, right? Like talk about your journey of like learning how to podcast or learning guitar or learning how to take salsa lessons or whatever it is. Like become a beginner or a lifelong learner of whatever. And it can be different things. And that's one of the things I really wanted to kind of share too, is like, understand, yes, that there are things that you need to know about how to post, what the platform is like and how they do things. And that will come with time. But the first thing really is just to sit down, press record, do your video or do your podcast or write the blog and put it out there. And the world will tell you what they want more or less of. And the most important piece of all of that is to make sure that you are being consistent. Because I didn't do this at the very beginning. And again, I will tell all this in another video, but I didn't do that at the very beginning. I didn't think the consistency was that important, but consistency is number one. What you put out, now that we all have iPhones, is going to be decent. But just a side tip, make sure you do it horizontally. Like, don't do it like this, do it like this. If you're gonna be posting on YouTube, that's kind of a big tip. So remember that. And then no matter what, like the video quality will be good enough, right? And nobody really looks at your first video anyway. So, come on, you guys can do this. If you can see, all 5 of those things had a very similar theme, because basically it starts from within. Like, whatever you use that as kind of like your main starting point. And then you find a sweet spot in there, which is, once you've started and you've tested, just don't worry about what I'm about to say. Once you've started and tested, then you can start to think about where the sweet spot is between what you know and what they want to know. And then now you've started a business essentially. But before we get there, I want you to first just focus on making that first video, making that first podcast, making that first blog post, whatever it is, without anybody having to know about it. This is just your own personal project that you're going to do. So that's what I want you to focus on. I hope that helped you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Now get out there and unleash you something amazing. See you next week.